Hello and welcome back, everybody. We have a loads of stuff to think about. Loads of it. Yeah, loads of stuff to spoke about. In between this, what is called Iran, Israel, USA fight, war, how you want to call it, I don't know. Now is news. Yeah, like I said, remember when I told you a few days ago that Trump, this is his real reason, and I think this Israel promised to Mr. Trump the Strait of Hormuz to be controlled by the United States. I think this is happening now. Yeah, because Trump just announced it a few hours ago, the Naval Blockade on Strait of Hormuz. Yeah, I think he wants to control it, and he's gonna keep the petrodollar alive if he's gonna do that. Yeah, just let me put my phone on silent because I know I'm gonna receive loads of notification. Not really. Okay, so just welcome back. Shout out to all my subscribers. Now we are just one away for the first step, for the first 50. In terms of views, we have over 150k, which is great, to be honest. Yeah, let's see what we can do. Let me open a can of paper. Yeah, so I don't know with what to begin, to be honest. I don't know what to begin. I don't know with what to begin because it's a big issue. All the talks failed. Again, Mr. Trump, with his lies and everything, he broke the 2-week ceasefire. Yeah, he's acting on that agreement. He's acting up front. So unfortunately, I don't know how to say it, but Mr. Trump, I think you're full of shit. Yeah, at least keep up your word and keep the ceasefire for 2 weeks. Let the people enjoy it. Yep, just let the people enjoy it. If you didn't subscribe, please do so. Press the notification bell so you're gonna be here at all time. And if you have any ideas, opinions about it, just come on and comment in the chat. Yeah, we're gonna debate it together. Let's start.
Hormuz, and they knowingly failed to do so, the president writes. This caused anxiety, dislocation, and pain to many people and countries throughout the world.
Of course. Yeah.
They say they put mines in the water, even though all of their Navy and most of their mine droppers have been completely blown up. So there you have it. The meeting went well.
I think this was the plan of Mr. Trump from the beginning anyway. Yeah, with this ceasefire for 2 weeks. Was not a ceasefire. They was hoping that Iran is not gonna accept anything. They made it. United States made it impossible for them to accept anything. Yeah, on that list of demands. I think it was a way just to let them think. Was just a short break for United States to come with a better plan and regroup a little bit. Yeah. I think this is what all about was.
Most points were agreed to, but the only point that really mattered, nuclear, was not. Effective immediately,
I don't believe that. I don't believe that they agreed on everything, and on nuclear they didn't. Yeah, because we know for the fact that Iran said they were not gonna have a nuclear weapon. Yeah, they assured Mr. Trump before.
The United States Navy, the finest in the world, will begin the process of blockading any and all ships trying to enter or leave the Strait of Hormuz.
That means you want to control it, yeah? So even after when all of this is done, United States is gonna control the Strait of Hormuz. Is gonna belong to United States. Yeah, we know for a fact that this is gonna happen. This is what you do. This is what United States did with all countries. Oil, where they've been. I said it before. Where United States go, they never leave. Yeah, they never leave. I don't have nothing with United States, but the problem is they never leave. They don't let things as it is. Yeah, or to who belongs. No, if is a chance to make more money or extort somebody, another country, they will do it. They will do it.
At some point, we will reach an all being allowed to go in, all being allowed to go out basis.
Yeah, all is gonna allow to go in and out with the price to United States, to Donald Trump. Is it?
But Iran has not allowed that to happen by merely saying there may be a mine out there somewhere that nobody knows about but them. This is world extortion, and leaders of countries, especially the United States of America, will never be extorted.
Well, the president of the United States doesn't never be extorted, but he wants to extort others. How is that fair?
I have also instructed our Navy to seek and interdict.
Well, for all the people from the United States who's gonna watch and disagree with me, you're welcome on my channel to debate it. Yeah, you are more than welcome to tell me if United States they left any country they've been in. All right, tell me if they left Lebanon, tell me if they left Syria, tell me if they left Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iraq, Vietnam, and so on. Tell me if they left. Yeah, tell me they are not eager. The government is not eager for all the oil and all the petrol from other countries. Tell me that. Come on and tell me that.
Every vessel in international waters that has paid a toll to Iran. No one who pays an illegal toll will have safe passage on the high seas. We will also.
So, what is it? Illegal toll paid to Iran? What makes it illegal? They have to pay you to be legal? They have to pay Donald Trump to be legal? They have to pay United States to be legal? Huh? Tell me.
Also begin destroying the mines the Iranians laid in the straits. Any Iranian who fires at us or at peaceful vessels will be blown to hell. The president writes.
You said it too many times, Mr. Trump. You already said it too many times. These things, this threatens you. You made so many announcements and you throw too many things on social media that I believe nobody's gonna believe you anymore.
Iran knows better than anyone how to end this situation, which has already devastated their.
Yeah, give you the Strait of Hormuz. Don't have nothing. Everything basically is gonna be ours, and we're gonna give you a percentage from it, probably less than 10%. That's it.
Their country, their navy is gone. Their air force is gone.
Again, everything is gone. Again. I think he said it already 20 times till now.
Their anti-aircraft and radar are useless. Khomeini and most of their leaders are dead, all because of their nuclear ambition.
I don't believe that. I don't believe it's just about nuclear. Yeah, I do not believe that. This is just an excuse. It's just an excuse. Yeah, just an excuse.
Blockade will begin shortly. Other countries will be involved with this blockade. Iran will not be allowed to profit off this illegal act of extortion. They want money, and more importantly, they want nuclear. Additionally, and at an appropriate...
With the nuclear, I don't agree. Yeah, with the nuclear, I don't agree. I don't. Yeah? But neither Israel should have. Neither them. Yeah? US is in this war because of Israel. Israel basically tricked them and played them to come into this war. And I don't agree. I do not agree with that. Purely. If Iran doesn't have nuclear weapon, Israel shouldn't have also. Yeah? They shouldn't have. Why? Because it's down to one person. It's down to one person if he's gonna launch a nuclear missile or not. Yeah? In those kind of countries. It's down to the leader. In countries like United States or others, well, it's not just the president who says, yeah, I want to do it. Yeah, I want to do it or not. It's not just about them. It's a whole system that makes that up. If they will use one or not. Yeah, that what kept the countries in place for so many years without using a nuclear weapon, to be honest. Yeah, is not just down to one man. And that kind of countries, Israel, Iran, Iraq, so on, yeah, and not just the Middle East and that side. More, Korea, for example, yeah, they will, it's down to one man if they're gonna use one or not. And I don't like it when it's down to one man. If that man is gonna go mad in one day, or he has a death wish, he will just trigger it, and he doesn't care, because probably he will die in one day, and fuck it, why not take another half of the other country with us? Yeah. So not down to one man. With the nuclear weapon, yes, I have to agree with it. With the Strait of Hormuz, is just a false pretense, yeah, that is gonna, I don't know, do some good, but he's not gonna do any good, to be honest. He's not gonna do any kind of good. Mr. Trump is just gonna put his hand on Strait of Hormuz and is gonna keep it.
Moment, we are fully locked and loaded, and our military will finish up the little that is left of Iran. President Donald J. Trump.
Truly
what happened with this whole civilization gonna die, Mr. Trump? Because after all, the talks didn't went very well.
Extraordinary move by the president that follows on a lot of extraordinary moves by the president, recognizing that these are international waterways, and for 47 years you've had the
Yeah, exactly how long was the agreement with the petrodollar? 47 years.
of Iran holding the Strait of Hormuz hostage, holding the entire world hostage because of a weird little crook in the Strait of Hormuz that dives deep into Iranian territory that allows them to control 20% of the world's oil and gas supply. And
well, it's in their country. It's in their country. That allows them to control it. Is in their country.
President Trump has called their bluff. He has basically captured the hostage and says, no more. You're not going to do it. And I predict that other countries that.
So again, my question, like last time, if United States knew that for 47 years Iran did that, why they didn't do nothing so far? Why now, when the agreement with the petrodollar is down? Why now, when Donald Trump knows that if the agreement is not going to be renewed, or he's going to basically take the Strait of Hormuz, yeah, to be managed by United States, the dollar is going to collapse? Why? Why now? Why not 47 years ago? Why not 40 years ago? Fuck it, why not 20 years ago? Why now? Exactly when the agreement ends.
That rely on that oil and gas more than the United States does are going to come around and realize that this is probably the only way forward.
So Iran felt like they had the upper hand, that they had leverage by trying to take this strait. And in a
as they always
1,394 square mile center of that strait, where hundreds of tankers are passing every day, they have allegedly mined it. Reports are that they don't even know where the mines are. They put it there. Thus,
well, if they have mines or not, they're all gonna find out anyway. Yeah, I don't believe so. Iran is gonna say nothing. I don't believe so. Iran is gonna say nothing about it. Absolutely nothing. He's not gonna say absolutely nothing about it.
redirecting any traffic that went through to come through Iranian waters, to which they made them pay a toll. Those are the ships the president's going to go after. But this decision to begin effective immediately blockading ships going in and out is a indication that Iran never had the leverage that they thought they had.
Well, they never have it. They never had it. But in the same time, they kept it closed for so long. Why didn't act then? Yeah, why you waited for the ceasefire? Basically, yeah, you waited for the ceasefire. Nothing happened with that ceasefire. Absolutely nothing, because the talks was the purpose of that is to talk and make an agreement. You didn't, yeah, and I think Trump is actually happy about it, yeah, because was not the ceasefire that Trump proposed and Iran felt for it, yeah, by the way. Sorry, Iran, you felt for it, yeah. You felt exactly in the trap. Was just for United States to rethink the strategy behind the closed doors, while Iran was thinking that United States is talking with them. Behind the closed door, there was rethinking the strategy and regroup. Yeah, that was the only thing. That was the real thing that they wanted.
We send in 2 destroyers into the strait to begin the mine clearing conditions, and now blockading it to render Iran's leverage really useless, that they can't affect it. Now, this goes back, by the way, to have full context of it, because the United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea says that no bordering country to any strait, let alone Hormuz, can control it, let alone charge any sort of toll. And so the president's decision here is not only a reaction as a last resort to the fact that Iran won't play by the international law of the sea, but also...
Let's see what they have there. Let's see. Well, they bring loads of ships, but I don't know what to say.
So you just had, on April 7th, the United Nations held a resolution to basically open it up and tell Iran they could not do what they were doing, and it was vetoed by Russia and China. And so ultimately, this isn't just about Iran anymore. This is now also about China, who receives 80% or more of these oil tankers going to them. 90% go to Asian countries.
So basically, this is what makes Trump mad. Yeah, that goes to somebody else, is it? Mr. Trump. Mr. Trump.
And it is backfiring as shipping of energy starts heading east.
And this also
towards the U.S.
This forces countries like China to suddenly wake up and recognize that, wait a minute, we have to participate in this and clear the strait.
You remember after the successful mission rescuing the second airman, the downed Wizzo, Director Ratcliffe came out and spoke along with General Kane and Secretary of War Hegseth. And the director said, you know, we have the best military in the world. We have the best agents.
Well, Well, I think is supposed to be by other people to say that. If you say it by yourself that you're the best in the world, doesn't count, is it? Doesn't count. It has to be said by somebody else that you're the best in the world.
See, we have the best intelligence, bar none, on the battlefield. Better described than I'm paraphrasing right now. He said, but none of that matters. And all of that flies out the window without a commander-in-chief who has the political courage to put it into effect. And I know that's a different specific scenario than this, but I am reminded of that statement that all of our capabilities are rendered impotent and useless without...
Well, it's not either impotent or useless. Yeah, it's not. They have a great military. Yeah, they have great intelligence. But to call yourself the greatest alive, yeah, the biggest one, just by yourself saying it, is going to be cancelled, is it? Somebody else has to say it.
A commander-in-chief and a president with a political and the geopolitical and the diplomatic vision to truly...
Yeah, about diplomatic vision, Donald Trump doesn't have any kind of that.
American interests first. This issue with Iran...
Yeah, American interests first, of course.
...has been a thorn in the side of...
What about interest of other countries? While Americans sleeps very nice at night, people in Iran, they sleep with fear.
...of America and the free world for almost 50 years. And we have seen what used to be one of our strongest allies become our definitively strongest enemy, in addition to China, over the last 50 years.
Well, China is not your enemy.
And every commander-in-chief...
Well, at least not at this moment.
...kicked the can down the road. And finally, we have one. And it's sticky. We are watching the sausage being made. This is not pleasant, but it's necessary.
And every president of both parties, both Democrats and Republicans, have recognized this problem, and nobody has wanted to go after it. And also, we find ourselves, President Trump finds himself in a situation where you have the United Nations and NATO completely feckless, completely incapable of recognizing the importance and the wisdom of actually going after this problem and clearing the problem once and for all. For decades, you've had countries in fights with proxies of Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, the Houthis, where
Well, for decades you've been involved in kind of similar situation. Yeah, United States been involved in here and there, everywhere. Yeah, I don't know if in United States plans they had always peace. No, they always been in operations somewhere in a country doing some military stuff. Yeah, so why other countries they cannot do that?
They've played all these games. Iran has funded all of them. Nobody has funded more weaponry that has killed American soldiers and probably soldiers of other countries, with the exception of outside of Ukraine, since World War II. Then,
well, I think the most, if you have the most intelligence and the most military, I think you're wrong. The most people who selling weapons is United States. Easy.
Iran. Iran is the world's greatest sponsor of terrorism around the world. And President Trump...
Says who? Says who? Says who? United States?
Says, you know what? I'm not fighting with the proxies anymore. I'm going to cut the head off the snake.
If we could put that map up again of this strait, because I think what's really fascinating in the president's truth, and there you see it, in the blue is that main roughly 1,400 square mile area that you would have normal shipping routes going through. Now, Iran has said that's dangerous. There's mines in there. In that hazardous area, you see it blocked with the red lines going across, forcing ships to go through the red area, which are these shipping routes that Iran is apparently charging tolls for. And the president...
And those red areas are the Iranian territorial waters.
Correct. Those.
Well, if you're gonna keep the water out of their water, yeah, their territory, shouldn't be a problem, yeah. let's be honest. Like I said it from the beginning of when we started doing this reactions to this kind of the conflict in Iran and Israel and United States. Let's be honest, is playing by the rules of war, yeah. And Donald Trump, yeah, that's good. Donald Trump and United States Army, they play by the books, yeah, they play by the rules of war. So, which is nothing wrong, to be honest, absolutely nothing wrong, yeah. Why I am so mad at Donald Trump is because he lies a lot. He lies a lot, first of all, and he's deceitful. He's very deceitful. That's the only thing I don't like about it. Yeah, I don't deny that United States is a great army, yeah, and they have capabilities and they have intelligence and they will do whatever they have to do. Yeah, I am unbiased. I don't have an issue with other countries. Like I said at the beginning, we don't pick sides. Yeah, we look at this specifically from the standpoint of war. So doesn't matter who is gonna win or not. For me, yeah, if Iran is gonna make a deal and is gonna keep it how they want it, if United States is gonna do it, they do it. Yeah. What else? Well, now depends. The most baddest part in this thing is the people who suffers in between. Yeah.
The new shipping routes that Iran has forced ships to go through, because you can't go through the normal passageway. That is the violation of the law of the sea created by the United Nations Convention. And that is why President Trump is taking this step of blockading the ships. But what's fascinating is he says in his True Social, in capital letters, this is world extortion. And that's exactly the point that he's making. No country can take a international shipping route, take it hostage, attempt to, and redirect ships through their waterways, which is Iranian, close to shore, is Iranian.
Okay, guys, I have an important thing to do now. I have to go. Yeah? Alright, stay lazy. We're gonna see you another day.